Hello, this is just a sneak peek for a video which I will be preparing as soon as possible. Now, I have found this very interesting original source. This is a book of about 150, a little over 150 pages, and this was started in 1804. This is the same year that this individual, Henri Montandon, or Watchmaker, was married. And this book will go up until the early 1860s. Now, this was actually finished by his wife. He died in 1858, and this seems to go up until the early 1860s. However, our watchmaker, and this is our individual, this is Henri Montandon of La Chaux-de-Fonds. He was a watchmaker. He was also an appellate judge, which I believe he began around 1812, 1814 period. And he, in addition to these, he was also earning money through stables. And we find a lot of these situations reflected in this, as far as business transactions for all of, and other affairs which touched his professional life. Now, Henri Montandon was also interesting in that he did acquire this house. This is La Belle Maison, and this is a very interesting historical edifice. This was owned, this was the atelier, the watch atelier of Abraham Louis Huguenin, who was the Inspector General for the King of Prussia, Frederick the Great. So he was the Inspector General for watchmaking for the kingdom. But this was his atelier, and this, after the death of his last heir or relative, then this actually went through to Henri Montandon through his wife, who was related to the last heir. So he acquired this building, and it had not been lived in for many years prior to their going into this. But this is quite fascinating. This building itself, it should be noted, also served as an inn and as a Masonic lodge. Masonic lodges meetings were held here, but this was also a watch atelier, and most probably Henri was using it by the time he acquired it. There probably would have been some leftover watch equipment, very possibly in situ, so it's quite interesting. But just wanted to share this brief sneak peek about this very fascinating document, and I should like to give a little bit of the sneak peek into what this looks like. But there is a very big reading amount here, 150 pages, and this is basically touching on his work as in the watch trade, but also we find that he was probably, he most certainly had stables, and there is an Henri Montandon who is mentioned in Devoin for horse stables, but we do find expenditures for a lot of horses here. And we also see notations about juridical and legal matters. So, but I hope to be sharing this as soon as possible, and I thank you for your attention. Bye-bye.